Hello everyone, welcome to AKS IAS main section of free initiative. This is Santosh Koka. Today we will discuss one important question. Before that we will check small information. TGPSC, APPSC Group 1 and Group 2 English and Telugu medium classes will be started with a new batch from 11th November 2024. Prelims cum mains integrated coaching offline live online classes will be conducted. So for more information you can call this number. Next, main section of free initiative. Today's question for 12th November 2024, that is subject related to geography, discuss the key challenges faced by Indian cities in achieving sustainable development and suggest measures to address these challenges. Here we need to follow our regular strategy, 3 steps before writing answer. In this, step 1 is question reading. Within 1 minute we need to identify different question tags and keywords. What is the topic here? Similarity of the urbanization, very important, right? So urbanization is the main topic here. So recently on October 31st we have been observed that World Cities Day, right? Very important. So on this occasion we have seen this question, we have framed this question, especially key challenges faced by Indian cities in achieving sustainable development, right? So urbanization and issues related to that, very important topic, right? So here we need to focus on providing important positives and negatives regarding our discussed question tag, right? So already here challenges asked in the question, mentioned in the question, right? We need to focus on providing positive, means some related issues, means achieving sustainable development or urbanization related issues. Positive aspects need to include, like significant part, right? So and also challenges need to include in the second category. Next, suggested measures. Simple structure here. If we create a small structure here, so first important thing, significance, right? So we need to write before writing challenges. Next, key challenges asked in the question itself, right? So finally some suggested measures, right, required to write with before conclusion. This is the perfect structure here. So next, brainstorming. Within 1 minute here we need to identify or recall important keywords related to our topic. So here recent issues need to include here, current affairs issues, that is the primary important issue. World Cities Day, we can include the Cities Day and also its theme here. So along with, we can also include the Green Urban Mobility Initiative, Green Urban Mobility Initiative, that was recently launched by our India. That is very important, right? So and also we can include some issues or different programs or policies or reports, especially here. For example, we have National Clean Air Program, right? So and also we have Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana, right? So other than that, we have some economic forums reports, and also we have Smart Cities Mission, that is also very important here, right? So all these important reports, especially, for example, we can talk about particularly air quality index, right? That is also very important, right? For example, Swachh Bharat mission, that is also important, need to include here, right? So national urban policy, urbanization, we are talking about urbanization, means we can also add national urban policy 2023, right? So solar cities initiative we have in some cities also it was initiated, right? So all these are very important keywords, need to include here and there, right? That is our strategy important in the second part, brainstorming, right? So in the introduction part, coming to CA introduction, we can talk about our recent important issues. That is October 31st is observed as World Cities Day, right? World Cities Day, that is observed every year, right? Very important fact here, we need to focus on this, right? So next, otherwise we can also include here the world's urban population has reached an estimated 4.7 billion almost, right? Likewise we have 57.5% of the world's total population, right? So it projects to double by 2050, right? These type of reports are facts need to include here, right? So otherwise the October 31st World Cities Day theme also we can include here. The theme of this year's is World Cities Day is Youth Climate Change Makers. Youth Climate Change Makers, that is very important theme. Catalyzing local action for urban sustainability, right? So that is the main theme here. So in the introduction part only, we can also include Green Urban Mobility Initiative that was launched in 2024 itself. It is India's is urbanizing at an unprecedented pace, especially its initiative is to reduce carbon emissions by 30% in major cities by 2030, right? So this is also very important. We can also add this particular issue other than World Cities Day, right? So in the body part, as usual, we need to talk about some significance first as a positive note here because of discuss question tag here, right? First of all, environmental protection is the important positive impact, means importance, right? Sustainable practices help reduce pollution and protect the environment as usual. That is the very important here. For example, we can talk about National Clean Air Program 2019, right? It aims to cut air pollution by 20 to 30% in 120 cities by 2024. That is also very important fact, need to include. Next important significance we can add, that is social equity, right? Social equity is another important facility here, or particularly the significant part, right? Social equity means here we can talk about some programs like Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana, urban especially, right? We are talking about urbanization, right? Are helping provide affordable housing, improving the quality of life for urban poor especially, right? So other than that, we can also talk about economic growth, especially economic growth is also one important issue here, right? So very important fact here. So according to World Economic Forum's 2023 report, India's green economy would attract $1 trillion in investments by 2030, boosting job creation and sustainable industries. That is also very important, significant part. Other than that, we can also talk about disaster mitigation. We are talking about urbanization, that is disaster management also for one important thing, right? In Chennai, for example, rainwater harvesting efforts under we have smart cities mission is also very important. It reduced flood prone areas by 20% in 2022, right? That is also very important fact here. We can also connect here, right? So next important thing, we need to include some important challenges here, right? Second important keyword here need to include challenges, right? So first important thing, rapid urbanization is very important challenge we are facing these because of this so much climatic change or weather patterns are occurring, right? So India's urban population is projected to almost reach 600 million by 2031, right? So putting immense pressure on infrastructure like water supply and sanitation, right? So another important challenge is inadequate infrastructure, especially, right? Infrastructure according to our population. So only 14% of Indian cities have metro services according to 2023 report, limiting access to efficient public transport and increasing carbon emissions, right? So this is also very important challenge. Other than that, we have high pollution risk also. High pollution risks also one of the important challenges we are facing here, right? Cities like Delhi rank among the most populated or polluted globally, especially according to whatever we have IQ ACE 2023 report, right? So here Delhi third for poor air quality, emphasizing the need for stricter pollution control also, right? So other than that, we can also include waste management issues. That is also very important challenge here. India generates almost 62 million tons of waste annually, but only 75% is collected and only 20% is scientifically treated. That is according to Swachh Bharat Mission 2023. Right, this is also very important fact. Other than that, we can also suggest some, because here we are including almost 5 important key challenges because that was mentioned in the question, right? So finally, fifth important challenge is poor urban planning is the final one, right? Here with 24% of urban areas classified as slums according to our UN Habitat, right? So cities need better planning to ensure equitable access to services, whatever we have, right? That is the important facts need to include here, because as this is geography part, but we need to include related facts and reports also, right? So other than that, here we need to mention some needed measures before concluding, or suggested measures, whatever it is also mentioned in the question, right? So here, first of all, integrated urban planning is required, right? We can connect here integrated urban planning, right? So this is very much needed here to control our problems. Cities need comprehensive long-term plans, especially for example integrated housing, transport and green building practices, etc. For example, we can connect here National Urban Policy 2023, very important. It focuses on improving urban livability, right? Other than that, we also connect green infra. Green infrastructure is also very important initiative, right? Delhi is leading the way with its solar cities initiative, very important program, right? It is aiming to meet almost 10% of its energy needs through solar powers by 2025, right? So please write down all these important information, because whenever you are coming for example, we are upcoming examinations, whatever we have AP group 1 mains examination, for that we can use this particular data, right? Other than that, UPSC mains will be coming, right? So these important issues need to be written in a separate notes. Every day we are discussing one important question, right? So based on that, all the data, relevant data only we are including here, right? So next important thing is improved public transport is also very important, right? Public transport also need to be improved here. For example, cities like Bangalore are expanding their metro services, right, helping reduce vehicle emissions and traffic congestion. That is also very important. Other than that, we can also connect our waste to energy initiative, also very important, right? Because here we can talk about our Indore as an example. Indore has become a model for 100% waste segregation and energy recovery from waste, right? Each and every point need to include one example, right? So finally, we can also suggest stricter pollution control, especially because all these 5 particular needed measures are already written in the challenges part, right? So just we are rewriting this, right? Stricter pollution controls are also very important here, right? In 2024, the central government strengthened the emission standards, imposing fines on industries and vehicles exceeding pollution limits also, right? So all these are important needed measures. In the conclusion itself, we can also measure some sustainable development factor is very crucial for the future of Indian cities here. For example, India, by following these measures, India can transform its cities into sustainable urban hubs. What is that? Sustainable urban hubs. Very important keyword, by 2050. Other than that, here we can connect SDG 11, that is sustainable cities and communities. That is also very important futuristic note here, right? So this is the perfect structure and approach according to the demand of the question, right? Let's check tomorrow's question, that is day 121 main section. Question for 13th November 2024. Discuss the significance of RNA editing in humans. What are the potential implications of RNA editing technologies in biotechnology and healthcare? That is related to our science and technology subject, very important. So write your answer and upload in the AKS app. Thank you very much. All the very best.